Existing facilities. The section is intended to provide safety, comfort, health occupations, existing educational, ancillary facilities under the school boards of the Florida College Board of the Trustee jurisdiction, except where there are specific allowances. Reference to all existing educational facilities shall be held through the requirements of the addition of the state requirements educational facility, which Chapter 5, regardless of the design date of the particular existing facility noted is in the section, is intended to be more restrictive than smaller. Similar to the requirement for the new construction, each board shall establish a policy procedure for the comprehensive program, acceptability, safety, maintenance, sanitation for the protection of the occupants in the facility. Board policy should include procedures with withdrawal sites of the facilities from the use of unit in use until the unsafe, unsanitary conditions are corrected. Upon failure to the board to corrective action with the responsible title, the commissioner is authorized to order an appropriate action removal from the facility for the use of the accordance with section 2013-12, 3 and 4 Florida State statutes. Chapter 5, State Requirements Educational Facilities, Section 5. Existing facilities. This section is intended to provide a safety, comfort, health of occupants for the existing educational, auxiliary, and ancillary facilities under school board of the college board of the trustee jurisdiction, except for when specific allocations reference all existing educational facilities shall be held by the requirements of this edition of the state requirements of educational facility, Chapter 5, regardless of the design date of the particular existing facility. Nothing in this section is intended to be more restrictive than a similar requirement for a new construction. Each board shall establish policy procedures for the comprehensive program of accessibility, safe maintenance, and sanitation for the protection of occupants, and its facility board policy shall include the procedures for withdrawal of the sites facilities from the use of the unit use until the unsafe and unsanitary conditions are corrected. Upon failure of the board to correct the action within a responsible time, the commissioner is authorized to order an appropriate action or removal of the facility from the use in accordance with section 1013-12 and 3 and 4 of the Florida State statutes. The administrator of the board shall adopt the policy procedure for the maintenance, sanitation, and housekeeping of existing facilities to ensure the health of safety occupation. Each board shall conduct at least one fire safety, one casualty safety, one sanitation inspection on each of the building of each additional and initiatory plant in jurisdiction whether owned or leased to each fiscal year to determine the compliance with the section. Annual fire safety, casualty safety code and safety and sanitation inspection. Annual fire safety, casualty safety and sanitation inspection on new construction and remodel. The renovation shall begin with 1 year after the issuance of the certificate of occupancy. All board-owned, lease purchase, and lease permit buildings relocated buildings, auxiliary and initiatory facilities, related sites, and shall be inspected annually to assess compliance with minimum fire safety, casualty safety, and sanitation standards for existing facilities. All inspectors for the fire safety shall inspect additional facilities using the Florida Fire Prevention Code, Safety Fire Marshal's Rules, and Chapter 69A 58 Florida Administrative Codes. Annual fire safety, casualty safety, and sanitation inspection reports of fire safety, casualty safety, sanitation inspection reports required for the section 1013-12 Florida State statutes for all permanent locatable buildings should be submitted by the board by June 30th of each of the year. The inspection report shall be reviewed by the board, which should forward one copy of the completed inspection report to the person charged of the facility, retaining one copy for its files. The board shall certify the State Fire Marshal's Office in the manner described in Chapter 69A of the 58 Florida Administrative Code. With an annual fire safety inspection has been completed with each building of each facility shall be accounted for one inspection form. Inspection reports shall be available for the public review. The board shall maintain each of the yearly inspection reports for at least corrected deficiencies from the prior official year report. Annual fire inspection of the Florida Fire Prevention Code, and State Fire Marshal Rules in Chapter 69A 58 Fire Administrative Code shall be used for the fire inspection. Each fire safety inspection report shall include the plan of action and schedule for the correction of each of the deficiencies. A. The fire safety inspection shall be made under the direction of the fire official appointed by the board. Fire inspection shall be made fire safety inspection certified by the State Fire Marshal pursuant to Section 633-216 Florida State statutes. The board shall provide a copy of this fire safety inspection report of the local county municipality independent fire control district within 10 days of the inspection. For the report shall immediately be delivered to the local fire authority when immediate life-threatening deficiencies are noted. In addition, with the board's annual inspection, the local county municipality independent fire control districts may inspect the educational facilities within its fire control district. The deficiencies noted, the local fire control authority inspection report shall include an action plan and schedule for the correction of deficiencies noted in the inspection report have been developed in conjunction with the board appointed for the fire official. The board shall take actions to correct an intermediate life-threatening device. The board shall take actions to correct any immediate life-threatening deficiencies noted on any inspection report. The withdrawal of the building from a use deficiency is corrected. Annual casualty and sanitation inspections. Casualty, safety, and sanitation inspections shall be performed by a person proficiently with applicable rules and standards. Schedule for correction of the efficiency deficiency shall be included in the report adopted by the board. Inspections by other agencies. Additional state and local agencies are authorized to inspect educational and initial area facilities. Such agencies shall use standards adopted by the Commissioner, including the state requirements at educational facility. Chapter 5. In case of the conviction of requirements within the UBC, the safest requirement shall apply. The specific requirement the UBC shall prevail over the requirements founded in the other student standards rules. Existing universities and Florida schools for the deaf and the blind facilities. Existing universities in Florida schools for the deaf and blind facilities are included in the state requirements of education facilities. Chapter 5. Maintenance, maintenance and operation of existing educational facilities. Existing educational facilities housing pre-K through grade 12, auxiliary vocational facilities, Florida colleges, and ancillary facilities shall comply with the section maintenance of the operation of the existing educational facilities. Maintenance of the operation activity should be in compliance with the appropriate section of these standards, the Florida Building Code, the Florida Private Prevention Code, the State of the Fire Marshal Rules, the Chapter 69A 58, Florida Administrative Codes, other applicable National Fire Protection Agency codes for existing educational facilities, OSHA regulations, other applicable state, federal laws, code, and federal regulations. Annual maintenance permits may be issued by the authority having jurisdiction to facilitate the routine maintenance, emergency repairs, building refurbishment, and minor renovation system and equipment. The permit shall be for 1 year. A detailed log of alterations inspection shall be maintained if the pattern of code of the violation is found in the future, and all maintenance permits may be withheld. See section 553 60 Florida State Statutes. Maximum individual projects limit shall not exceed $300,000. Board policies. Board policies procedures for the new casualty, safety, sanitation, housekeeping shall cover both the existing and new facilities. These policies procedures shall provide the program organization, financial, official control, staffing, scheduling, and work evaluation, including the following: establishing a timetable for listing funding of the correction of the deficiency found during the annual comprehensive fire safety, casualty, safety, and sanitation inspections. Operation Communicable Disease Control Programs in accordance with the Department of Homeland Security rules the DOH rules in Chapter 64D3 of Florida Administrative Codes, providing work areas that are free and with the recognized hazard of conduction employee safety of the health programs with the compliance with the OSHA 29 Code for regulations. Conducting approved fire safety training for buildings users on one side, the facility managers, facility staff involved with the process correction of life safety violations noted in the annual board safety inspection, annual fire safety inspection conducted by the local fire control authorities, operation of pest management programs in accordance with the EPA and trigger-hit pest management schools and guidance with the school IPM, which is integrated pest management of the IFASA UFL.edu, which employs the use of effective measures to prevent harbors, propagation, infestation, rodents, flies, cockroaches, other insects on the school premises. Compliance with the applicable EPA, the Florida Department of Education Environmental Project, Hazardous Waste Regulation, including the EPA and Resources Conservation Recovery Act of Subtitle C of the Department of Environmental Protection, include in Chapter 6A 730 Chapter 62 730 Florida Administrative Codes. Injured Safety Checklist Program School developed the National Institute of the Occupational Safety and Health NIOSH, www.cdd.gov NIOSCH. The National Institute of Occupational Safety Hazard is in the capital initials, followed by documents in 2004 through 101 default HTML for the consideration of a safety checklist program for schools. Establishing a schedule preceding the methods of cleaning and servicing occupied facilities, including the following student occupied areas, including the interior space of the assembled classroom corridors and all other areas designed for occupancy by more than 2 persons shall be cleaned daily. Administrative faculty offices designed as single double occupancy shall be cleaned at least once per week. Toilet rooms and showers, locker rooms, drinking water fountains, clinics shall be cleaned, disinfected daily using appropriate germicidal detergent. Note: drinking water fountains shall be rinsed, flushed with plain water after disinfection. Food service areas where provided shall be cleaned and sanitized daily using appropriate cleaning agent, tuberculosis disinfections that are not required for cleaning food of the servants' floor. Cleaning food service floors. Floor drains shall be sanitized, washed, flushed at least once per day. Trash and waste containers should be provided in all areas sufficient in number to handle the daily accumulation of the transfer. Containers shall be emptied daily. Trash shall be stored in bins, containers, and centralized waste disposal area until removed from the facility. Solid waste, garbage, trash, rubbish shall be collected, stored, and disposed at all the frequency and manner of the prevalent sanitary nuisance. Filters used in conjunction with the HAVOC equipment shall be kept in clean, serviceable order. All times shall be received to prevent unfiltered air from entering the airstreams. Lights, fixtures, of wind surfaces, both inside and out, shall be kept clean and serviceable into good repair at all times. Custodial areas shall be kept clean, safe, and orderly at all times. Custodial equipment shall be kept safe, serviced, and good repair at all times. Custodial maintenance and supplies equipment shall not be stored in the mechanical electrical rooms. Exemption of the air conditioning filters may be stored in the mechanical rooms. Air conditioning filters storage shall be not presented as hazardous. Building components to furniture shall be kept clean and in good repair. 9. Housing animals, the district property or school classrooms, taking into consideration some animals may cause exuberated allergic reactions, spread of bacterial infections, causes the damage created, the hazard if they escape the confinement of the animal in classroom shall be kept in a healthy condition in appropriate cages and tanks that shall be maintained in a clean and safe condition, ensuring adult supervision of supplies that are to be included with the first aid kits located at each of the school for the student use. Designation of person authorized to use automated external defibrillators. Establishment of the training requirements for those individuals. F. Remodel renovation. Remodel the renovation, corrective efficiency, existing educational auxiliary and ancillary facilities shall comply with the new construction requirements found in the Florida Building Code, Florida Fire Prevention Code. Floor plans on the before of October 1st of each of the year. All school boards of the Florida shall provide a copy of the revised floor plan or other than relevant documents to the law enforcement agencies. The fire department have the jurisdiction over the educational facility for all the facilities that were modified during the president's year. Return facilities to the instruction use in any existing facility that has been removed for the instructional use shall be inspected deficiency in accordance with the Florida Fire Protection Code for the existing building and the state requirements of educational facility in Chapter 5. Before returning to the instructional use, any remodeling, renovation, correction deficiency shall be brought into the compliance with the requirements of state minimal life safety codes, Florida Building Code, Florida Fire Prevention Code, state federal laws and rules as applicable. Abandoned facilities. Board facilities no longer in use of the abandoned buildings shall be maintained and secured in such a manner that they will prevent safety and sanitation hazards and unlawful entry of the vandalism from occurring. Site. To the site. Boards shall ensure that the site meeting the following minimum casualty safety sanitation requirements for landscaping, signage, fencing, and as applicable. Landscaping shall comply with the following minimum standards. Areas of the landscape should use the landscape but used by trees and shrubs and grass, ground cover in the mulches, hedges, and boulders. The site shall be free of any of the position toxic hazardous plants. A program shall be in the place to remove all intensive non-native plants such as punk tree, Milicia, Quinavera, Brazilian pepper, Shano, and well, I don't know the Latin names, but Brazilian pepper, Australian pine, and catacult mimosos. That's the removal of non-native plants and invasive non-native plants. Water conservation policy shall be incorporated in the landscape maintenance program. Trees and landscape areas around the perimeter of the building shall be maintained to prevent the blind spots, provided the excesses of the roof the tree was provided. The shape shall be the healthy, disease-free, trimmed to the dead disease of the broken branches. Road intersection visibility on or off-site shall be achieved by providing the clear-sighted line of the intersections. The site shall be free of the broken glass, metal, trash, undergrowth, and any debris that constitute the hazard that encourages the garbage and concealment of the pests. The entire site shall be graded drained to prevent the washout or unintentional accumulation of standing surface water and debris. Washout around the building's entrance slab shall be filled with stabilized to remove the hazardous condition and to prevent any further washout damage. Temporary storage containers, whether provided, shall be maintained in safe, secure condition, shall not be used for long-term use. 11. Water shall not be allocated to accumulate in any open containers such as buckets or tires. Exterior signage, site signage shall comply with the following. Permanent and temporary exterior site signage shall be provided. Site signage shall not create visual barriers and entrances, sidewalks, roads, and road intersections. Accessible routes, including park and building directories, building identification, accessible entries shall be marked. Exterior signs in conformance with the federal and state accessible laws and codes. External illumination of the signs where provided with shall comply with NFPA 70 National Electrical Code. Existing permanent, temporary, freestanding exterior signs shall be certified by design professionals being able to withstand hurricane force winds in accordance with the board's programs. The wall-mounted individual letters sign where attached to the building shall be attached in such a way as to prevent the removal, discourage from climbing, and preventing building access. Flagpoles, pulley ropes, where provided, shall be in safe and workable order. Fencing and security boundary facing shall comply with the following. Fencing at play areas, athletic fields shall have at least one gate of the passway to the exterior large enough for the accumulated pedestrian egress, one gate of the exterior large enough to allow access for the service air equipment. All pre-K, kindergarten, daycare play areas where provided shall be separated from the surrounding areas by a fence that is minimum of 4 feet high. Mechanical plumbing and electrical equipment, when exposed, shall be locked and secured to prevent unauthorized access, but access shall be allowed to the maintenance of the repair. Fencing special hazards should be locked and secured to prevent unauthorized access, and access shall be allowed for the maintenance and repair. Examples of special hazards including one-site sewage, the disposal plants above ground, LP gases, fuel, oil tanks for PK through grade 5 facilities, retention ponds with depths exceeding 1 foot. Retention ponds depths exceeding 1 foot, deep drainage ditches, canals, highways, playfields adjacent to the roadway, etc. A district warehouse, maintenance, and bus compounds shall be locked and secured to prevent unauthorized access. Only ancillary plots not contiguous to the educational facility site, agricultural plots that are not contiguous to educational facility site may have been barbed wire fencing. Existing barbed wire on the educational ancillary site of the shall be 6 feet or more above the ground. The barbs on the chain link fence where provided shall be turned over the fencing. Gates shall be constructed in non-flammable, non-electrical, safe, and durable low maintenance materials. Footings and foundations should be protected from exposures and tripping hazards. Fencings and gates shall be located so that they do not provide access to the roofs by unauthorized persons. 10. Fences shall be maintained in safe condition, shall be free of jagged or sharp projections, other hazards. Guy wires, where provided, shall be protected with guards or markers. Guy wires, anchors shall not present a tripping hazard. Walkers, roads, drivers' parking areas. Walk roads, drivers' parking areas on the educational ancillary site shall comply with the following. Walk roads, drivers' parking areas where provided with the shall provide paved areas when provided shall be bitumen and concrete surface overflow parking spaces may use alternative surface. Paved roads, drivers' parking areas where provided shall be striped, maintained in condition with defines the function of the area. All paved areas shall have the positive drainage. All paved areas shall be clean and free of debris and broken pavement of hazardous conditions. 6. Vehicle or pedestrian interface. The passenger drop-off loading zone shall be enclosed to accessible entrances as possible. A curb cut out of the ramp shall be provided Walk areas, accessible routes, building entrances should be connected, be accessible to walk to all accessible parking and loading drop-off zones. Gutters, downspouts where provided shall prevent the stormwater from pouring out and draining across the walkways. Soil, grass, and planting beds shall provide the positive drainage away from the walks. Drainage gates with drop inlets, catch basins, other damaged drainage elements that were provided shall be located to the side of the accessible walks. Either wall railings and other physical bearings shall be used to define the protect any vertical drop of more than 18 inches. Road and streets. One on-site driveway shall be restricted for complete encircling the school plant. Vehicular or pedestrian traffic shall be prevented from crossing each other on the side of the appropriate safety device shall be provided with the vehicle or pedestrian traffic cross. The baton. Bus drivers were provided the turning radius for the turning off of the public access streets shall be 60 feet of the outside curb on one way of the traffic, 60 feet of the center line of the driveway from the two-way traffic. Bus drivers in the drop-off pickup area shall be provided so that the buses do not have to back up. Bus drivers in parent pickup areas shall be separated from each other, and appropriate safety devices shall provide where the buses drive and parent pickup areas are not permitted separated. Vehicle parking areas where provided shall be located to facilitate supervision of the building of other vantage points. Parking areas where provided shall comply with the minimum parking space requirements for the facility being inspected facility staff and one safe space for each of the members of the high school, one space for every 10 students above grade 10 vocational schools, one space for the every 2 students. Florida College, one space for the every 2 students. Visitor parking, appropriate special spaces facility. Total number of accessible spaces shall be provided as required for the Chapter 11 2007 Florida Building Code other 2012 Florida Accessibility Code for the Building Construction and Rule 61G2, 61G24.002 and Federal Administrative Codes. Parking spaces shall be separated from the buses, parent drop-off, pickup. The pickup drives appropriately. Safety devices shall be provided, including parking areas where provided shall be separated for the vehicle areas as are located for the easy supervision from the building web nodes, adjacent streets, and other vantage points. Lighting, exterior lighting standards, guide wires, fixtures, wirings for the educational and auxiliary facilities shall comply with the following. Where the facility is occupied after dark, security lighting shall be provided with the following: auto busing service, drivers, loading areas, parking areas, athletic complexes, building parameters, covered in connector walkways between the building, covered in connector walkways between the building and the parking area lighting standards and guides where provided shall be located in landscape islands. Perimeter planning areas shall be equipped with suitable protection to eliminate the potential hazards. Parking related areas shall be illuminated to average maintain horizontal foot candle level as follows: parking areas as 1 foot candle covered and connector walkers 1 foot of candle. Parking and entrance exit to the 2 foot candles. Athletic playing field surfaces, exterior spectator seating areas intended for the nighttime use shall be illuminated. 5. Recessed doors, window around the exterior perimeter of the building shall be illuminated at night. Where the facility is occupied shall be maintained in an observable condition. Building exterior perimeters and entrances shall be illuminated as follows: A. Entrance of 5 foot candles. Building permits 1 foot candle. Exterior lighting poles, fixtures shall be rounded. Motion detectors, photo cells, and time clocks shall be used in control night lighting systems to provide security to maximum energy conservation. All exterior lighting shall be shielded to prevent live light from falling out of the adjacent properties. H. The transmission line right of way, the high voltage transmission power line right where to provide shall be kept free of the activity equipment that might be impede power company access to the right of way. The storm drainage, all storm drainage system of the site shall be provided to maintain the freestand of the debris and maintain in the operational condition at all times. J. On-site wells and sewage systems. On-site potable water system, whether provided, shall be in proper working order or comply with the Florida Safety Drinking Water Act. Samples of on-site treated raw water shall be taken monthly, tested for the purpose of bacterial examination so that the water supply can be determined to be safe. The certificate shall be on the file available for the inspection. As an on-site sewage disposal, where provided, shall be proper working order pursuant to Section 38.1.0062 40303087 Florida State state statutes required to dispose of in accordance with the rules of either Chapter 600 Florida Administrative Codes domestic water facilities as or 64A6 the Florida Administrative Codes the standard on-site sewage treatment and disposal whichever is applicable. The system shall be tested monthly provided that the function properly, the certified being on the file available for the inspection. Playgrounds, equipment, athletic fields. Playgrounds, equipment, and athletic fields where provided shall be maintained in safe, acceptable condition for the intended function. Play areas of athletic fields when fencing is provided shall comply with the standard state requirements of educational facility section 5.2d. Pre-K and kindergarten daycare play areas where provided shall direct access to and formally related to classroom to or to a corridor or providing immediate safe access to play areas, athletic fields where provided shall be either direct access from the facility without crossing road, traffic lanes, drives, parking lots, other having appropriate safety devices. Provided where access crosses and parking areas or drives. Athletic playground equipment, whether provided, shall be securely silent, maintained firmly stable, and vermin-proof, free pockets of crevices where water will collect, and vermin and pesticide may be hidden free of the jagged, sharp projections, edges of the corners. Playground the equipment includes the equipment safety, backstop, swings, slides, etc., and structural components, foundations supporting members of the exposed fasteners, etc. The ground under any of the playground equipment provided shall be resilient material, either unitary or loosely aided, maintained to prevent injury. Covered play areas where provided shall have the positive drainage away from the center of the floor. Related facilities such as toilet, concession, storage, showers, locker rooms, bleachers, press boxes, observation platforms, skateboards, dugouts, where the provided should be inspected under the appropriate areas of the inspection. Playgrounds, equipment, athletic areas related to facilities where provided shall provide for accessibility in accordance with the 2012 Florida Accessibility Code of the Public Accessibility Code of the Buildings Construction Rule of 61G20 4002 Florida Administrative Codes. On-site waste burners. On-site waste burners, when permitted, shall be located at least 100 feet from any building equipped with a 3/4 inch mesh wire screen used for burning paper and trash only. So continuing with Chapter 5, Section 5, concrete. Disposed of the concrete shall meet the following minimum casualty, safety, and sanitation requirements for structural members, light and flag poles, walk driveways, including relocatables as applicable. A. Structural members. Concrete structural members, foundation, retaining walls, and framing should be maintained in safe condition, free from hazard, including cracks, falling, and exposed reinforcement steels. Concrete poles and furniture, light flag poles, benches, tables, planters, etc., whether provided, shall be maintained in the safe condition, free of the hazard. Walk drives, concrete walk drives, loading docks, swimming pool decks, parking areas, whether provided, shall be maintained in the safe condition of the free from hazard. Concrete parking structures, concrete parking struts, covered walkways, etc., where provided, shall be maintained in safe condition and is free from the hazard. Masonry. Exposed masonry shall meet the minimum casualty, safety, sanitation requirements for masonry. Veneers, framing benches, tables, including relocatables as applicable. Masonry, veneers, walls, retaining walls, framing, whether provided, shall be maintained in safe condition and free from hazard, including cracks, spalling, exposed reinforcement steel. Metal. Structural steel, light and gauge metal framing shall meet the following minimum casualty, safety, sanitation requirements. Structural members, framing, light flag poles, benches, tables, including reluctables as applicable. Structural steel members, light gauge metal framing for buildings shall be maintained in safe condition as free from the hazard, including rust of the loose fastenings. Poles and furniture, light and flag poles, benches, tables, and shall be maintained in safe condition of the free from hazards, including rust and loose fastenings. Parking structures. Steel parking structures covered with walkways, etc., where provided, shall be maintained in safe good condition, free from the hazard. Structural wood casework of the cabin shall meet the following minimum casualty, safety, and sanitation requirements from structural members, framing, benches, tables, etc. See Section 514 for the existing relocatable buildings. Fire retardant treated wood, FRTW. Permanent educational facility shall be free of the fire retardant tree wood. Appropriate safety measures such as paint and preservatives shall have been taken to protect the wood from deterioration. The fire retardant treated wood fasteners shall be freely corrosion deterioration. Structural members, wood columns and beams, joists and trusses, heavy timber construction, and other structural members should be maintained in a safe condition and free from hazards, including the loosening fastenings, wooden rot chips, the split, cracks, and wood destroying insects. Handrails and ramps, miscellaneous blocking trim, handrails, guardrails, barred walks, relocatable platforms, ramps, steps, and stages, gymnasium floors, caseworks, cabinets, and panel handling where provided that shall be maintained in a safe condition, free of the hazard. However, the loosening, fattening, fastenings, wood rot chips, split, cracks, wood destroying insects. Chemical treatment. When wood in contact with the concrete masonry within 8 inches of the soil shall be protected against the decay termites by chemical treatment. Terminite shields, etc. built in casework. Casework includes plastic laminates which where provided but shall be free of the sharp corners, splinters, and any construction features such as protruding hardware that would be hazardous to occupation and the users. F. Wooden floors. Wooden floors are provided shall be free of loose, broken boards, holes, and uneven projection protruding the nails, splinters, and other tripping hazards. 7. Insulation, moisture protection. Insulation, moisture protection includes relocatable shall be meet the following minimum casualty, safety, and sanitation requirements of the roofing, fireproofing, fire stopping, etc. as applicable. Thermal insulation. Thermal insulation where provided shall be visible for inspection in such spaces as attic, crawl spaces, ductwork, mechanical rooms, etc. Protected from the weather and held securely in place. Vapor barriers. The vapor barriers where provided shall be visible for the inspection in such spaces as the attic, crawl spaces, mechanical spaces, insulated ducts, chilled water lines, and etc. located on the exterior side of the thermal insulation protected the weather and held security in place. Roofing system including flashing gutters, downspouts, roof drowns, membrane, roof penetrations, etc. Weather provided shall be watertight, held securely in place of the free debris, and maintained in good condition. One, the positive drainage shall be provided for all portions of the finished roof surface to the edge of the roof drains. The roof shall be maintained so that the water drain does not pond. Accessories such as flashing gravel, stops, dipping, edging, expansion joints, gutters, and downspouts, scuppers, roof drains where provided shall be maintained in the good condition. For the structural members, including the decks, beams, fascia, etc., shall be in good repair. The structural sound. 8. Doors and windows. Doors and windows, including those of the relocatable, shall meet the following minimum casualty, safety, and sanitation requirements, etc., except as applicable. Doors and windows should be maintained in an operable, safe, and secure condition at all times. Be free of splinters, sharp projections, broken glass, broken hardware. Glass and doors, windows should meet the applicable glazing requirements found in Section 5.8d. Doors shall be positioned so that there is a clear floor space on the pull side of the door adjacent to the latch so that the floor on both of the interior and exterior sides of the door is substantially level. Door openings and the interior corridors should be either recessed hinged to swing 90 degrees or not recessed hinged to swing 180 degrees. Storefront doors, glazing, and storefront doors should contain the built-in horizontally safeguard located between 24 to 36 inches above the finished floor. Hardware lock sets. All doors shall be equipped with lock sets that are not lockable from the inside inside from the space. Exemptions: individual toilet rooms may be locked from inside, may be equipped with the private locks that are readily open for the inside and that may be opened from the outside without a special tool. Exemption: the classroom security function, which allows the outside of the lever to be locked with a key from the either inside or outside while keeping the inside or lever unlocked or unrestricted egress may be used. Door closures. Doors subject to wind exposure shall be equipped with closers. Whether door closers are used, the sweep period shall be adjusted so that from an open position of 70 degrees, the door takes at least 30 seconds to move to a point of 3 inches to 76 millimeters from the latch measure to the leading edge of the floor. Doors required closure shall be equipped with the operational closure preventing slamming and shall have the back check devices to prevent uncontrolled openings. Doors subject to the wind exposure shall be equipped with the door check to other suitable devices to prevent slamming other uncontrolled openings. Manual hold open doors. Manual hold open devices shall be used only on exterior doors or in non-fire resistant related smoke tight walls. Assembly accessible hardware in accordance with Chapter 11, 2007, the Performing Building Code of the of 2012 Florida Accessibility Code of the Building Construction Rule 61G2004.002, Florida Administrative Code. Accessible doors hardware where insulated shall be in the shape that is easily to grasp with one hand. It can be opened without twisting the wrist. The lever-operated push type of the U-shaped hardware handles are acceptable design. Thresholds. All thresholds shall be securely watertight, free sharp edges. Stripping of the hazardous exterior doors thresholds shall be 1/2 of the inches or less in height. Glazing should be secured on all sides freely of any loose of the broken pieces in good repair and comply with the following. Hazardous location glazing subjects glazings shall be secured on all sides freely and any loose of the broken pieces of the good repair and comply with the following. Hazardous location glazing subjects to human impact. The hazardous location shall be safety plastic, tempered glass or safety glass. Glazing subject of the human impact or in hazardous location and fire related assembly impact resistant and fire-related glazing materials shall be used. The following specific hazard location of the purpose of glazing doors, whether swinging, sliding, rolling, exception, solid corridors, and 1/2 of the hour rated corridor portions of smoke doors shall have in the wiregrass of the fire-related glazing. Glazing panels within 48 inches of the door, whether the bottom edge of the panel is below the top of the edge of the door. C. The glazed panels begin with 18 inches less of the floor, whether the panel is greater than 9 square feet in the air. This area is walk surface of 36 inches of the panel. Display the trophy cabinets and casework. Mirrors located in the dance studios, labs, weight rooms may be also be stainless steel enclosure, the whirlpool, sauna, steam rooms, showers. Glazed panels also should be subdivided and built vertical horizontal members containing a built-in horizontal guard between 24 to 36 inches above the finished floor. Other interior glazing such as glass blocking, glass railings, slap glasses, float glass, whether provided shall be secure free of sharp broken pieces, maintained in a safe condition. Whereas exterior glazing shall be maintained in a safe, secure manner and freely loose of the broken pieces. Windows, when provided with natural light ventilation access panels, shall be maintained in an operable, safe, securely condition. Shall be freely any loose or broken pieces. One project awning windows with sharp protruding corners below the door, if and adjacent to the corridor, the walkway should be rendered safe or secure. Source of natural light, the instruction spaces shall be glazed with the glare reduction materials of the shape shall be shielded to prevent glare from the interfering from the seeking task of space. 9. Finishes shall meet the following minimum casualty, safety, sanitation requirements for the interior, exterior, wall, ceiling of the floor, finishing materials, etc., including that the relocatables as applicable finished materials shall be permanently affixed to the educational and ancillary facility, including interior movable walls and proportions. Interior finish for general requirements. Interior finish shall be maintained in satisfactory condition at all times. Shall be free of the hazard. Educational ancillary shall be free of any interior finished material shown by the test known as present or safety health hazard due to the flammable or character of products of decomposition. A wall or ceiling finish shall be freely textile materials, including carpet having a nap, tufted, low woven, non-woven, similar surfaces. Interior finishes introduced. Interior finishes include interior plywood paneling, which have been 5 flame spreading rating that permitted must be rendered safe by the application of the fire department paint, coating, and penetration. Ceilings. The minimum ceiling height shall be such as the ceiling fans, light fixtures, HVAC equipment, fire system, life safety equipment for the will not endanger or be disabled by the occupants. Ceiling as a group, toilet rooms, kitchens, sculleries, can wash areas, showers, line locker rooms shall be impervious. Ceilings finish shall be free of any carpet. Walls, toilet papers in toilet rooms, walls, showers, partitions, showroom walls, kitchen food preparations, cutlery, can wash rooms, washes shall be finished with dense, non-absorbent, non-corrosive materials having a smooth, impervious surface. Impervious finishes shall extend a maximum Extend a minimum of 4 feet above the floor for the toilet rooms, 6 feet above the floors in each kitchen, sculleries, can wash areas, and shower rooms. Floors, finished materials such shall be permanently affixed to the educational ancillary facility and comply with the following. L. Interior floors shall non-slip exposed. Concrete floors shall be sealed against the adjusting. Interior floors shall have surface of the even the substantial level. Interior and exterior means of the egress shall have floor surfaces that are even substantially level with the free irregularities except for the tactical warnings. Now, floors and toilet rooms, locker rooms, showers rooms, dining areas, kitchens, food preparation, auxiliary, scullery areas, can wash areas, other floors that could become slippery when wet shall have a non-slip impressive surface. Individual toilet room floors bases shall be non-slip impervious. Art rooms, vocational shops, industrial art shops, gymnasium, exercise rooms, areas under the fixed seating auditoriums, mechanical rooms, storage rooms, ancillary facilities will be activated where activities involve making the use of the other floor materials impractical shall have integrally hardened and sealed concrete floors. Ramp and stairway walking surfaces shall be slip resistant. Alright, this is getting a little long. I figure I'll read another 2 pages and then we'll have 100 pages and 50-50 cut next tomorrow. Clinic and food service areas shall have the floor finishes that can be cleaned daily with a germicidal determination. Note the food service area flows do not require the cleaning with the tuberculosis disinfection. Autistic, each exterior structural space shall be autistically treated to control reverberation, echo, or excessive deadness. Specialties shall meet the following minimum casualty safety and sanitation requirements for special safety requirements, fixed instructional aids, additional informational aids, etc., including those relicable as applicable. General safety requirements existing if facility shall comply with the special safety provisions means the express and separation of the space of other requirements found here on the platforms, corridors, floors, loading docks 18 inches more above the ground, and designated machinery shall have the bright yellow safety lines 4 inches wide and painted on the exposed edge of the door, edge or floor. Stairs, balcony serves as means of aggressive concreting connecting buildings should be roofed. Exteriors opening in corridors or balconies of 18 inches more or more above the grade servicing as required. Means of egress shall be open. The outside area shall be enclosed only to the guardrail or balustraded. Balconies shall have the guardrails and balustrade as follows. Minimum of 42 inches high with the baluster space not more than 4 inches apart. The bottom of the rail shall be placed not more than 2 inches above the finished floor. Exceptions in the facility designed prior to the October 18th, 1994 maximum spacing of the baluster may be 6 inches apart. The space under the stairs ramp shall be kept free of any storage other than purposes. The maximum difference in the floor elevation of the doors and the pathway travel shall be 1/2 of the inch. L exit ramp shall be at least 44 inches wide. Surface furnishes of the ramp shall be non-slip. Differences in the floor elevation that require fewer than 3 risers shall be ramped. Handrails should be maintained in safe, secure condition. All items shall be capable of supporting human impact. Applied at any point in any direction. Stair trends, landings shall be free of projections that would be present tripping hazards. Interior stairs, exterior stairs, smoke-proof towers shall be maintained in safe, secure condition at all times. Be free of any loose or broken treads of the risers. B potential uninsulated heating pipes, window projections protruding sharp corners, audiovisual aids. Other potential hazards should be at least 6 feet 8 inches above the furnished floors. Shall be rendered safe by padding signages and limited access for other means. Separations, spaces, hazardous areas such as boiler rooms and kitchens shall be maintained in original original fire-tight, smoke-tight condition. Exposures 1 hour separation as the kitchen is not required to prove an NFPA 96 hood suppression system is in place. Market borders of the tack borders, marked borders of chalk borders, tack boards, map rails, trays, and will be provided with the instructional spaces where provided they should be maintained in a safe, secure, unusable condition. Alright, we're getting to E. Toilet preparation, toilet perorations. Toilet compartments, peroration doors shall be provided in the group toilet rooms. May be provided in other areas such as locker rooms shall be finished in non-corrosive impressive materials. Toilet compartments shall be provided with a door and privacy latch. Each toilet shall have a door that may be latched from the inside doors from the accessible toilet stalls shall be at least 32 inches wide and shall swing out.